What was the role of the ICAN network on the UN Treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons?
So ICAN, since 2007, has been promoting the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons and to put the human back at the center of nuclear disarmament, to move away from discussions about deterrence and the security efforts. So what ICAN did is we mobilized governments and civil society and international organizations to promote a treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons. And that was achieved. The negotiations started in 2017 and were completed on July 7th of that year. And it was that the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, our work on that the Nobel Peace Prize Committee recognized in awarding us the prize.
How many countries signed for the United Nations Treaty?
So far, 56 countries have signed this treaty and 5 countries have ratified this treaty. Cuba, the Vatican, Thailand, Mexico and Cuba.
What can we do in order to contribute to the ICAN campaign?
Everyone can do something. What's good about ICAN is that all the organizations, all our partner organizations have very different focuses, different areas of expertise, but they come together around one singular goal, which is the power of this treaty. So I encourage everyone to go to ICAN's website, icanw.org, and check out the different activities that you can do. But right now, in Italy, what's important is holding the government to account on their for not joining this treaty. So we need to work with local authorities and also parliamentarians more nationally to raise this on the agenda. Also, organizing with faith groups can be very effective. There's a lot of different things that you can do, and I encourage you to check out our website to do so.
Is it important where we can invest our money, what we can buy?
It's very, very important. One of ICAN's key initiatives is called Don't Bank on the Bomb report, which is going to come out in March of this year. And I think the key motivation behind that report is that we really don't know what our banks do with our money. And one thing we would really like people to review is to ask your bank, what are they doing? Where are they putting your money? Because more likely than not, some of that money is going into the development of nuclear weapon systems. And that's something that also the treaty itself has a very powerful effect on. The treaty has caused some banks to reconsider their complicity in this arrangement. And we've already seen pension funds in the Netherlands and Norway pulling their money out of nuclear weapon systems.
What are the principal investors, I mean financial groups or corporations that are involved in the nuclear weapons market?
Oh, there's a lot. there's too many for me to name. But if you check out the Don't Bank on the Bomb report, you'll find the list of it. We have what's called the Hall of Fame, which are the banks that are good, and we also have a Hall of Shame, which are the countries which are the banks that are not very helpful in this. But more likely than not, there's lots in Italy that are implicated in this.
Why, in your opinion, the Italian government, the Democratic Party, didn't sign the United Nations Treaty? They opposed it.
The Italian government right now still ascribes and still puts value on nuclear weapons. They are still promoting nuclear weapons as a legitimate tool for national security. And what we've seen actually is by promoting this doctrine of deterrence, you are making nuclear disarmament more difficult, and you're actually causing a greater risk to the world. So the Italian government needs to really assess whether or not it wants to be on the part of the solution or to continue along the path of nuclear weapons, which is inevitably going to lead to disaster.